Hello everyone, welcome back to books. Welcome back to books. It's just books from now on. I don't have a channel name. Who needs that? Welcome to books. I am Book. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna get some tea. Hello. Right, I've got tea. I'm nervous. Let's do this. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brimful of Books. My name is Mia and I'm trying really hard not to spill this tea, so I'm going to put it over here. So as you can probably tell by the title, today we're going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, or well, I'm going to be doing it and you'll be watching, so you're welcome. But I thought it was just a really nice way for you to get to know me a little bit better and let's just talk about books. That's what this channel is supposed to be about, so let's do it. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? And I don't know. I mean, obviously I just want to talk about books in front of a bunch of strangers on the internet, and I thought that would be a fun idea. I think a lot of people say that they don't really have anyone in their life who they can talk about books with, but that's not true for me because actually one of my best friends, her name is Sarah from Books for Tea. I'm going to link her down below. She's got a Bookstagram and a Booktube channel and she's been doing that for years. And yeah, so I can always talk to her about books, but I guess I'm just greedy and I just want to talk to all the people about books. Everyone in the whole world is going to watch my video, definitely, 100%. So I started my Bookstagram back in April and that's been a lot of fun and it's really gotten me to read so much more. So yeah, I just thought I'd give this a shot too because I love watching Booktube and I love talking about books, so this just combines both of those things. The next question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? A lot? I am lots of fun. I have to clean that up now. That really wasn't worth it, was it? No, but I think we'll just have to see what makes me unique. I guess if I really had to think about it, for me, I've not actually read a lot in the past few years, I think ever since I did A-levels, since I left school, started university, that kind of thing, I just sort of stopped reading, even though I really, really loved it, and I still do. I mean, I still read a bit, but definitely not as much as I would like to and as much as I do now. So there's quite a few books that I haven't read yet. So these books that were popular all over Bookstagram and Booktube a few years ago, I just haven't read any of those. And I think I will try to read some of them. I already have read some of them and I hated them, so we'll see how that goes with popular books. But I'll definitely try to read some of them for the first time, and I think it could be quite fun for you to see that from the perspective of someone who reads those books for the first time now in 2020 or whenever I do. So I think that's going to be really fun, and I guess that makes me kind of unique. I don't know, it's not reading books on Booktube unique, so we'll see. So the next question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? And I think my first thought is obviously talking about books, but that's what everyone says, everyone knows that. And I think for me personally, I'm also really excited to just learn how to edit. I've always wanted to learn how to edit properly, and I just really want to do really nice videos, and I want to learn how to edit really well. And yeah, I'm also just really excited about meeting new people. I've already met so many new people through Bookstagram, and I think Booktube is just going to make that even more lovely people to meet. Yeah, I'm just really excited to meet new people and share my thoughts on the books I'm reading, and also, I guess, participate in more readathons because I've not really done that a lot yet, and I'd love to get more into that. The next question is, why do you love reading? I think there's lots of reasons to love reading. I mean, obviously, you get knowledge. Knowledge is good. I love that reading transports you to other worlds, or even see this world from somebody else's perspective that you wouldn't have had insight to otherwise. I also just think it's so amazing how people can actually create stories in their head. I don't know. I have no idea how people can actually just create whole worlds and all these different constructs and characters and the relationships between the characters. I don't know. How do people do that? That's so amazing. I think that's really cool. And like I said earlier, I just really like to learn from books as well. Like, for example, about race or class or gender or sustainability or just all these topics that are super important. I really would like to learn more about, and books give me that opportunity. Isn't that great? So yeah. The next question is, what book or series got you into reading? And I think, I don't know, throughout my childhood I've always been reading, but I think if I had to pick one, it's obviously going to be my love, always, Harry Potter. Obviously with that, we need a disclaimer because J.K. Rowling is a TERF and a horrible person and just has the most disgusting views in the world, and for some reason she feels the need to just tell all of us her disgusting views, and just fine. But yeah, I don't support J.K. Rowling anymore. I will not give her any more of my money because she's already got enough. I think that this series still just means so much to me because it's definitely been one of the most important and impactful book series of my whole life, and I'm finding it a little hard to just let that go. So yeah, Harry Potter has been one of those books that definitely got me more into reading. And then of course we also have Twilight, which I recently bought again in the English version because, if you don't know, I'm German, so I read Twilight for the first time when I was 13, and I read it in German, and for some weird reason this year I thought, let's do it again, see what I think. Yeah, it was not a fun time. I'm really sorry if you like Twilight, that's fine. I used to love it too, but it's just, it doesn't hold up for me anymore. I've got all these lovely sticky tabs in here. So yellow, all the yellow sticky tabs were when Bella annoyed me. Then the orange ones were when Edward annoyed me. And then green were important plot points that I wanted to remember for some reason. And then blue and pink were every time Edward chuckles in this book. And as you can see, he chuckles quite a lot. I think it was 36 or 34, I can't remember. My camera just stopped recording, so I think that's a sign that I should stop talking about Twilight. But obviously, as a little teenage girl, Twilight was one of those books that I absolutely loved, and that definitely got me to read more, and read more YA especially. Yeah, and from then on, I just read lots of lovely, lovely books. For example, John Green. I was really obsessed with John Green when I was younger. And yeah, those are the books that got me into reading. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? I don't know. I guess I could just ask them questions. If I had any specific questions, I could just tweet them or something. So it wouldn't be too hard. This makes it sound like they're celebrities that you can never reach, but that's one thing I really like about Booktube, because the people are actually lovely and real and you can talk to them, and yeah. So if I do have questions, I'll ask them. I guess I would ask about editing maybe, because I think lots of booktubers and YouTubers in general just have such aesthetically pleasing videos, and I just want that so badly. So I guess I'd ask them what programs they use and how to make a thumbnail, and those kinds of things would be important for me to know. Quite interesting. And I guess I'd also ask how they read so much, because there's so many reading wrap-ups that are like, I read 20 books this month, I read 100 billion trillion books this week. How do you even do that? I'd love to learn, so stick around. One day I'll be reading 100 books a week, we'll see. The next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think probably finding time to film and edit. I don't really feel like I have a lot of time at the moment, and I don't really make time for this yet. I should probably schedule it in more. But I think that would be quite difficult, seeing as this video comes over a month after my first video, so yeah, I think putting out videos regularly is going to be a little hard for me, because I have a feeling that I'll want every single video to be perfect, and that's not gonna happen, and I don't think I can do that all the time. And I'm also starting my 3rd year in uni, and that's probably going to be quite difficult doing this on the side as well. So yeah, I see that as a challenge. So the next question is, when did you start reading? And I don't know. As I said earlier, as a child, I've always been reading. I love going to the library. Even, I mean, later on, when I was a teenager, I still went to my public library a lot. And yeah, I think I've always been reading, just not always as much as I would like to. I think I've said that a lot in this video, but yeah, I think recently I've sort of picked up reading again way more than I had before. And that's definitely been amazing, and I absolutely love that. So yeah, I can't really pinpoint a specific time when I started reading. The next question is, where do you read? Good question. I usually read on my sofa or by my window, which I absolutely love, because when I was younger I always wanted this like windowsill that you can sit on, and it's just amazing. And if I want to be extra, I go down to the beach and read by the sea, and that's just lovely, and I absolutely love doing that. And yeah, and then in bed as well in the evening. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, all these places are the best. And the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I read pretty much anything. I'm really trying to expand a lot more, because I've been reading a lot of YA, but I think this year especially I've expanded my palette. That doesn't make sense, does it? But I think this year I've been reading a lot more different genres. I'd say I read a lot of contemporary, so YA contemporary or new adult contemporary kind of thing. I recently really loved Normal People, and I read quite a bit of non-fiction as well. As I said earlier, I just love to learn because I'm so smart. And I used to really love fantasy, but I haven't really read a lot of fantasy recently. I really like dystopian as well. For example, Scythe, I absolutely loved. Or is that more... I don't know if Scythe would be more utopian than dystopian. Anyway, I really love that, for example. I really want to get more into horror and thriller as well. I've read a couple of thrillers, but I've never actually read a horror book, so I'm really excited to do that. Probably around Halloween this year, that's going to be the best time to read all of these horror books. I'm so excited. I also really like graphic novels. Is that a genre? I count it as a genre, so love reading that. Basically, I'm a basic bitch. I love anything. Just give me a book and I'll read it. Yeah, that was the last question, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!